telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off.
First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable.
Christelle, you can arrest me right now then. Because you know what? I know my fucking rights.
Hey.
Nobody's intoxicated.
Exactly.
I did not
Everybody.
done.
Can you believe she actually said that? Tiffany Gomez, infamously known as the Crazy Plane Lady, hits the internet with a TikTok apology for her flight fiasco. She claims full responsibility for her unruly actions, setting up a backstory dive into the meltdown that went viral. Just when you think it's smoothed over, let's rewind to what kicked off the commotion.
My dad's a cop. You, dude.
Okay. Oh, do you have any questions for us?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Like, you get the out of my face.
Okay. You have a nice day.
You too.
That's Tiffany Gomez, who went viral on the internet for all of the wrong reasons.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off.
Now the quote, crazy plane lady is apologizing for the rant posted on TikTok.
Here's the scoop on what lit the fuse. It turns out Gomez was all set to jet from Dallas to Orlando on July 2nd, but her onboard meltdown threw a wrench in those plans. This snippet lays out the drama that escalated her to internet infamy, teasing the chaos that erupted mid-air. Fasten your seatbelts. The story's about to dive deeper into the turbulence.
First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable.
Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Anjanette Levy. Tiffany Gomez was on a flight that was supposed to leave Dallas for Orlando back on July 2nd, but those plans changed after she had what seemed to be a meltdown on the plane.
Did that just unfold on a plane? Following Gomez's spectacle, airport cops were dialed in to manage a clash between her and another flyer. This pivotal moment ushers the police into the plot, marking a major twist in the unfolding drama. The stakes are higher now. Brace yourself. The next bit is a real jaw-dropper.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now that back there is not real, and you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Bye.
After that, airport police were called to the gate and heard about a dispute that took place on the plane between Gomez and another passenger.
How did the boys in blue handle her spectacle? An officer steps onto the plane to assess the ruckus and toys with the idea of cuffing Gomez for public intoxication. This sequence captures the first brush with authority and their balancing act between law and order. Buckle up, you won't believe what's coming down the runway. Things are heating up, aren't they? The quest to find Gomez kicks off, with officers piecing together clues from her boarding pass and suspicions of her tipsy antics. This part shows the cops in action, hustling to pinpoint and deal with the disruptive passenger. Stay tuned, because the chase is just getting interesting.
Alright, so this is what we got. There was a disturbance on the aircraft. Yeah. One female, she was, I guess, a family, still her AirPods. So they got into a verbal altercation on the aircraft. She made some statements as not threats, like this aircraft like we want to blow off or anything. That's her concern. So she could have been hooking up
Do you one of y'all want to go?
One officer boards the plane to check out everything.
Other than that, do you need anything?
So right now we should be fine. Fencing is already on the public area, so she's not.
Well, she's messing with TSA. We're probably going to arrest her for public intoxication.
Okay.
So,
That works with me.
yeah. She's still continuing to be a headache.
Then the officers were left to walk through the airport to find Tiffany Gomez. They had her information from her boarding pass and believed she was likely intoxicated.
What's her side of the story? Out in the open, an officer corners Gomez, who outright denies getting physical and claims she's got the whole drama on video. This confrontation sheds light on her perspective, thickening the plot with her denials. The truth is getting twistier, and the next revelation is a doozy.
At the same time that the man is telling his story to officers, another officer found Tiffany Gomez outside.
I need you to understand. I'm not lying.
Did you make contact with anybody? Did you just make physical contact with somebody?
No,
Because we're hearing reports otherwise.
I made no physical contact with nobody.
Is this mess about to get mopped up? A cop grills Gomez about her plans to vacate the airport, stressing that she can't camp out without valid reason. This interaction underlines the officer's duty to maintain public safety while handling tricky characters. As this dialogue unfolds, gear up for a curveball that's out of left field.
I'm going home. I'm not
So
getting
you had
on.
somebody come to pick you up or Uber?
Does it matter?
Well, yes, because obviously we just got reports that you assaulted somebody by pushing the gentleman inside, okay?
Wait, I assaulted somebody?
That's what multiple people
Okay, so I'm 5'2". Oh, wait, hold on. I'm 5'2", 120 pounds.
Okay, can you let me
5'2",
finish?
120 pounds.
Can you let me finish?
Yeah.
So the gentleman is not wanting to press charges, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So regardless, he's not wanting to press
Wait,
charges.
hey, could I hurt
Okay.
you? How tell you? How
So
tell
that being
you?
said,
How tell
Just
you?
listen to the officer.
Should I hurt you?
so with that being said,
Exactly.
how do you plan on getting home? Because you can't hang out here. If you have no business at the airport, you can't be here.
How genuine is her remorse? Really? Months later, Gomez, in a calmer setting, offers a scripted Twitter apology reflecting on her behavior and its impact on fellow passengers, particularly those with kids. This moment gives us a peek at her attempt to make amends and seek public forgiveness. As we close this chapter on a turbulent tale, keep your eyes peeled because the epilogue offers some intriguing insights.
It's been a little more than a month now since that entire interaction, and the police body camera video is just now coming to light. And a seemingly contrite Tiffany Gomez has posted a video on Twitter.
Hi everyone, it's me, Tiffany Gomez, probably better known as the Crazy Plane Lady, which is completely warranted.
Gomez, in a scripted statement, apologized for what she did that day.
First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable.
Buckle up, we're just getting started. The speaker kicks off by laying down their professional creds, chatting about how they supervise, dish out case advice, and drop knowledge bombs about various diagnoses, treatments, and whatnot. They set the stage for their heavyweight expertise in the ring of this legal showdown. And boy, does it escalate quickly from here. Hang on to your popcorn, folks.
And then I meet with them regularly to supervise them, discuss their cases, provide them with information about different diagnoses, interventions, and treatment methods.
How did you get involved in this case?
I was contacted by Ms. Camille Vasquez, one of the attorneys for Mr. Depp.
What was the nature of the contact?
Ms. Vasquez called me and indicated that she might be interested in having me meet the legal team so that I could discuss my expertise and possibly provide my opinions related to the matter.
Get ready for the good stuff. Quizzed on their expert 2 cents, our speaker breaks down their initial gig, eyeballing the case files and throwing out their take based on the psych science buzzing around intimate partner squabbles between Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard. They lay out the legal and head-shrinking groundwork of their chatter. And guess what? It only gets wilder from here.
What were you asked to provide expert opinion on?
So initially, my role that I understood at the time was to review the case materials and provide my opinions regarding anything that I noticed that was consistent or even inconsistent with the psychological science that exists today on intimate partner violence in Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard's relationship.
Oh boy, here comes a doozy. The talk turns to defining intimate partner violence. Yep, the ugly kind that can be either a smack or a psych smackdown, all in the cozy confines of a lovey-dovey nightmare. This nugget is key to getting the whole shebang of allegations and the courtroom circus. Fasten your seatbelts. The ride's about to get bumpier.
So there are a multitude of different definitions depending on the source or the state, but essentially intimate partner violence is abuse. It could be physical, psychological, and it's from one partner to another in an intimate relationship.
Did your role in this case evolve over time?
Just when you think you've seen it all, the speaker spills how their role morphed over time, amping up their involvement and tweaking their tasks as the case zigzagged through legal hoops. This switcheroo highlights the ever-twisty nature of courtroom dramas, and the spice our expert adds to the mix. Keep your eyes peeled. The plot thickens even more after this.
Did your role in this case evolve over time?
Yes, it shifted. So I was retained at the end of January 2021, and then had just barely begun to review the documents. The case was postponed, and then in October 2021, I was asked by counsel to provide a psychological evaluation of Ms. Heard.
Now, let's dig deeper, shall we? The speaker unloads a laundry list of documents they scoured. Talk about a paper party. From medical records to mental health receipts and beyond, they leave no stone unturned in their detective quest. This expose lays bare the obsessive level of detail our brainy protagonist brings to the table. And oh, the next reveal is a real kicker.
What types of documents did you consider in this analysis?
So I reviewed quite a few documents as part of my evaluation. That included all of the case documents, Ms. Heard's medical records by Dr. Kipper, her prior mental health treatment records. I believe I reviewed records from Dr. Amy Banks, Dr. Bonnie Jacobs, Dr. Connell Cohen, and also a significant portion of my review involved notes from nurse Erin Filati, at the time Erin Borum, who spent...
Ever wonder what a deep dive looks like? The speaker recounts their face-to-face with Ms. Heard, marking the calendar with not one, but 2 red-letter days filled with intense gab sessions. This bit underscores just how up-close and personal they got during their probing. The tea spills harder in the next segment, so stick around.
Yes, I did. So in conducting my evaluation, I met with Ms. Heard on 2 separate dates, December 10th and December 17th, 2021.
Approximately how much time have you spent with Ms. Heard?
So the evaluation, we spent 12 hours directly with one another. However, there were more hours involved in the evaluation with some breaks. So we spent 7 hours together on the first day, December 10th. Not necessarily together because there was a 1-hour lunch break and about a half hour with breaks split up through the day. And then on the 17th, we spent a little more than 8 hours.
Now, let's slice into the juicy diagnosis drama. The speaker dishes out the verdict. Ms. Heard's got a cocktail of borderline and histrionic personality disorders. They lay out why these labels matter for decoding her actions and the case's twists and turns. But hang tight, there's more psychobabble where that came from.
The results of Ms. Heard's evaluation supported 2 diagnoses: borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder.
What is a diagnosis?
A diagnosis is a way that that psychologists, psychiatrists, anybody in the mental health field thinks about a disorder. It helps us to communicate a set of symptoms that a person is experiencing, and along with that set of symptoms, it tells other professionals a lot about how those symptoms might have developed, how that person might behave, perceive the world. It also drives treatment. The real purpose is to determine what sort of interventions will be most effective for the person.
Need a crash course on the DSM-5? You got it! The speaker schools us on this Bible of mental disorders, the go-to guidebook that stamps everything they say with the seal of legit. This bit reinforces the speaker's street cred in the psychological arena. Don't wander off now. The next bit ties it all together with a bow.
Previously, you made reference to, I think you called it the DSM-5. What's
Yes.
that?
So the DSM-5, that stands for the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, version 5. And that contains every diagnosis we use in mental health. And it's the authoritative manual of mental diagnoses.
Is performing diagnoses something you typically do in your line of work?
Yes.
So you referenced 2 personality disorders. What's a personality disorder?
To understand a personality disorder, I think it can be helpful first to kind of define personality. So personality, something we take for granted, but these are the traits, the characteristics, the way we think, we feel, and we act.
Think diagnosing personality disorders is a snooze fest? Think again. The speaker walks us through the how-tos of spotting these tricky traits, mixing up interviews, assessments, and a sprinkle of Sherlock Holmes intuition. They reveal the nuts and bolts of pinning down these elusive disorders in the wilds of one's psyche. The insights dive even deeper next, so don't bail on me yet.
Is there a manner in which personality disorders are commonly diagnosed?
Yes, so they can be diagnosed in a treating environment. Treating psychologist or a therapist or a psychiatrist simply does a diagnostic interview, which involves assessing multiple areas of a person's history back down through childhood.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Yes.
What's a treating environment?
Sometimes I'll slip into these words. I apologize. So a treating environment in therapy. If somebody is going in for treatment, the mental health provider will ask them questions to find out what sort of symptoms they've experienced and what sort of things have occurred in their life that might be consistent consistent with these disorders or rule out these disorders, prove that there's no reason for these disorders to be considered. They might also pay attention to their observations of the client over time and new information the client provides them.
Ready for the grand finale of brain probing? The speaker lays out what a clinical interview entails. It's like a marathon meet and greet with a person's psyche, from diapers to diplomas and every meltdown in between. They paint a vivid picture of how a deep psychological spelunking expedition goes down. And trust me, the conclusion is just as enlightening as the journey. Stay tuned for the mic drop moment.
A clinical interview is a very comprehensive interview. It includes a person's entire life history, as well as very specifically looks at any symptoms they might have. This can start as far back as birth. You might find out if there were any issues with their delivery, any genetic issues, any intellectual issues. How did they do? What was their home life like? How was discipline handled? What's their relationship with their primary caregivers? Were they raised by an aunt, an uncle, their parents? How many siblings do they have? How do they get along with their siblings? How many times did they have to move? Was there any abuse? Did they have any really significant life experiences that come to mind when they think about their childhood? How were they as a student? Did they need special services? Did they get in trouble at school? And you do this, you continue on high school. What were their hobbies? Did they play sports? How many friends did they have? Did they have any trouble keeping those friendships? And you get into adulthood. Did they go to college? Did they not go to college? How come? What sort of jobs have they held? How did those jobs go? How did they end? That's always an important question. What sort of romantic relationships have they been involved in?
Strap in, folks. It's about to get wild. A lady, channeling her inner rebel, boldly declares, "I'm going in," ignoring pleas that her actions aren't exactly boardroom approved. Her steely resolve and disregard for the rules amp up the tension as she plows ahead, a mix of grit and perhaps a dash of misplaced bravado. This is just the warm-up. Brace yourself for the next act.
So he couldn't find us. He was intoxicated. How could you prove that on test? No, Nina, stop fighting with them.
He just said.
Right, but yes, that is what I wanted.
What you said? You said take your time because you're trying to get me.
Right,
Oh, now you're
that's
hold
okay.
on.
You said that I tried to get you. Stop, you're gonna make it worse. Stop.
So, they're not going to do business. No. Okay. You just said that. I'm going in, right? I'm going in. There you go. You just said that.
Wait, did she really just say that? During a fiery back and forth, our protagonist learns she's grounded tonight and ticketed for tomorrow's flight. Confusion and indignation bubble over as she demands to know who's calling the shots, peppering her tirade with assertive declarations of her rights. Her escalating confrontation with airline staff sets the stage for what promises to be an even more dramatic showdown.
Hey guys, they're not going to let you fly tonight. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're not going to let you fly tonight.
Why are they not gonna let me fly?
Because they're not.
I did nothing
You just said,
wrong, though.
I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to run the tape.
What's your name, sir?
You can't run the tape.
What's your name?
Chat.
What's your first name? Jason. It doesn't matter what the tape showed. They're not going to let you fly tonight.
So why he had to tell me that?
Listen to me.
Why he had to say that and threaten me like, oh, I'm going to run this tape?
Listen to me.
Listen to us. We're here now. You guys are listen. You guys are. It's not about sides.
Nobody's done
You guys
that.
are rebooked for tomorrow. But
that's not
you're
fair.
not
You
gonna
know what?
You're not
But
going
that's
to.
not fair. You know, I know my rights.
You're not going to.
What's the next move on this chessboard? After being told to hit the road since she has no flight tonight, our leading lady stands her ground, defiantly demanding proof via camera footage. Her refusal to leave underscores her disbelief and suspicion towards the airport authority, painting a picture of a brewing storm that might just hit tornado levels.
So I can't take his word and be like,
I'm not taking anybody's word. You're not allowed to be here because you don't have a flight tonight.
I have a flight
No,
tonight.
you don't. You're canceled. You're rebooked.
1734.
Listen, you're rebooked for tomorrow.
Can I have the camera footage?
Guys,
Trying to what? Because now you can arrest me right now then. Because you know what? I know my fucking rights.
Hey.
Nobody's intoxicated.
Exactly.
I did not
Everybody.
done.
He
Hate
just said
nobody.
it. He just said it. He's like, yo, I could go. Then he's like, yo, she tried to kick me.
Camera footage? Where?
hey, you need to leave the airside or you're going to be arrested for
Yeah,
trespassing.
so show me the footage how
How she gonna be arrested for trespassing?
You won't believe this twist. Our protagonist ramps up the drama, accusing the staff of playing a double game with her rebooking details. Her temper flares as she loudly calls them out for their supposed fibs, turning the terminal into her personal stage for airing grievances. Buckle up, because she's not dialing it down anytime soon.
What's that?
There's one on the other side.
When we get across to the main terminal. When we get to the other side, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Stop. Stop playing games.
Really gotta go. No.
You can fucking hold it, let's go. So, pissed. I'll take
Oh, y'all leave this one.
Grab your popcorn, it's getting juicy. As she's escorted towards the exit, she clings to the hope of vindication through the mythical footage. Insisting that the truth is on tape, she embodies the spirit of a courtroom drama, albeit one set in an airport. Her determination to uncover a conspiracy adds an almost cinematic quality to the chaos.
We're trying to get you home. Right over here.
I just asked you, tell them.
We don't tell them
to run the
anything.
footage, because that's what they told me. They were like,
Doesn't matter.
when the cops come, they're gonna run the footage.
Come
and
over
you're
here.
gonna see that something happened, like that she tried to kick me when they were lying completely. Like,
If they decide they're not going to book you and rebook you, we don't have any
no,
control
they
over
already.
that.
But no, it's not that. It's just saying that.
Can you tell her if you want, bro? Huh? We're trying to be real chill. Can you tell her if you want?
Are we seeing this right? When threatened with arrest for trespassing, she turns up the defiance dial to 11, challenging the authorities with a fire usually reserved for blockbuster action heroes. Her stand-your-ground attitude makes it clear she's not going quietly into that good night.
There was nothing wrong. Nothing.
Come on, let's get on this. Please don't leave your purse. Come on, let's get on the
There's
thing.
nothing wrong with me.
Okay, get your purse.
No, you can't even look at me though. But again, if that
Ma'am,
was
get
the
your
truth,
purse. I've been
I'll
looking
get-
at you the entire time. Get your
All right,
purse.
I'll get my purse right now. But you need to hear me.
I hear you.
There's cameras. There's footage.
If you want to make a complaint about Delta, you can call their
Oh, I
corporate
will.
and make it. Okay, that's
But you know
fine.
what? That's not fair. I got a daughter who's waiting for me tomorrow. I just got off the phone with ACS in Brooklyn.
Could this get any more dramatic? Post-arrest, she continues her verbal sparring, denying any misdeeds and accusing the officers of concocting stories. Her relentless defense and accusations keep the tension high, ensuring that not a single bystander can peel their eyes away from this unfolding spectacle.
That's not fair. That's really not fair. It's no. I get it. You're doing your job.
Get off the phone.
You're
Come on,
doing
get off
your
the
job,
train.
but you know what? That's not fair. No, fuck you.
Get off the train.
You're doing your job. Nobody
Listen,
can
we're not.
touch
We
you.
don't want to arrest you. Come
So
on.
arrest me.
No, we
I don't
don't
give a
want to.
fuck.
Get off the
Arrest me. You know why? Because I got my right.
Come on, get off the train. Go.
Train for what? No, he could go though, right? But he could go, right? Yes or no?
Someone can go.
Here's the grand finale. As she's led away, our heroine maintains her innocence with a tearful plea of mistreatment and misunderstanding. This emotional explosion caps off the night with a mix of drama and raw emotion, turning her departure into a scene worthy of a telenovela climax. What a ride, folks!
It means you at least get a night in jail. Very hot seat pie. Great bologna sandwich.
We tried to get you to leave, man.
I was leaving.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
It's all on video. You weren't leaving.
You know your rights.
It's not fair.
How much do you think you drank today?
I drank fucking 3 beers on my dead father. On my dead father. I wasn't even supposed to go to Florida. I came for him to see his kids.
3 too many beers.
Buckle up for a roller coaster of emotions right from the get-go. The video kicks off with our host diving into a tale about a viral meltdown featuring a mom at Miami International Airport. This lady wasn't just upset, she was on a full-throttle panic spree after her kiddos vanished to a bathroom. The mother, identified as Camilla McMillan, transforms the terminal into her personal stage of distress, setting us up for an epic unraveling of parental panic. As Camilla realizes her offspring are MIA, she shifts from worried mom to airport Hulk, hurling a computer monitor at an unsuspecting gate agent.
And welcome back, everybody. Several videos went viral this week showing a mother at Miami International Airport really losing her cool. She apparently went into panic mode after she couldn't find her kids. Yep, That woman is 25-year-old Camilla McMillie from Alabama. Her two children reportedly left their American Airlines gates to use a nearby restroom, and when McMillie noticed they were missing, police said she became irate and demanded that the gate agent find her children.
From chaos to courtroom drama real quick, here comes the legal lowdown. Camilla's now facing a trio of charges that could land her behind bars for a significant stretch. We're talking disorderly conduct with a side of criminal mischief and a hefty helping of aggravated battery. Our legal experts lay it out, and let's just say, her future looks as bleak as a sitcom without a laugh track. But wait, there's more trouble brewing on the horizon.
Terry, McMillie was charged with disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, aggravated battery. Sounds pretty serious. How serious are these charges?
Oh, these are very serious charges. I understand her getting upset at lost kids, but to do what she did, look, she could be really fined and put in jail. For the first charge for the disorderly conduct, she could get 60 days, and that's a long amount of time. But for the criminal mischief, if it's over $1,000 in damage, and we know that it is because we can see in these pictures that she's doing a lot of damage there, she could be up in jail for 5 years. And the most difficult charge that she would have to face is this aggravated battery. She could get 15 years for that, and she could be charged $15,000. So it's no small amount of money, and it's jail time, and she's got kids, so jail time is not going to work too well for her.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse. Plot twist. Beyond jail, Camilla could get slapped with the ultimate travel timeout, a lifetime ban from flying American Airlines. And with new legislation brewing, she might just end up a permanent ground dweller on the no-fly list. It's a saga of legal and societal reactions spiraling from one mom's airport meltdown. Fasten your seatbelts. We're about to switch tracks to an entirely different kind of legal scuffle.
Yeah, she could get banned from that airline, American Airlines, for not getting on the flight anymore. But also, there's actually a bill in the House right now called the Protection from Abusive Passenger Act, just for this reason. And that act, if it is passed and goes all the way up, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get stopped, if you're convicted of a crime of assaulting or abusing or harming anyone working in the airline, you can actually be added to the no-fly list, banned from flying anywhere in or out of the United States of America. So it's not just criminal charges she could face. If this bill passes, she and other people can find themselves on the no-fly list.
Here's a comedic pause in the midst of madness. Amidst all the chaos, a local chimes in with, "I've seen worse, it's Miami," injecting a bit of humor into the havoc. This cheeky commentary offers a fleeting laugh and a slice of life from the sunny chaos capital of Florida. But don't wander off. Up next is a plot twist that dives into the deceptive world of Hollywood.
Yeah, that's not great. And not to make light of the situation, but I read up on this, and apparently somebody who was there said, "I've seen worse. It's Miami." Take that for what you will, because that was pretty bad, to say the least. But what a situation developing. Well, coming up on Law and Crime Daily, fans expecting to see an actress that they love in a recent movie realize she never actually appears in the film.
Get ready for a blockbuster betrayal. We veer off into a tale of movie trailer treachery, where fans were bamboozled by the promise of seeing Ana de Armas in Yesterday, only to find she's been cut from the film. This segment explores the murky waters of misleading marketing and the outrage it sparks among cinephiles. It's a courtroom drama with a Hollywood twist, and the debate about these antics is just heating up.
What a judge had to say about a lawsuit against Universal Studios. A federal judge says a lawsuit against Universal Studios can move forward over allegations that one of their movie trailers is misleading. So in this clip that you're about to see, this is the trailer for the movie Yesterday, which came out in 2019. Take a look.
The one, the only, Jack Manic! We would like you to write something right now.
Something in the way she moves.
No one's ever written this many great songs. How do you do it?
Attracts me like no other lover.
Okay, did you catch that? Because in the trailer, actress Ana de Armas plays a love interest of the main character, who's suddenly the only person in the world who knows about the Beatles and their songs. It's actually a great movie. But anyway, fans filed a lawsuit saying that they watched the movie to see de Armas and she had been cut from the film entirely.
The grand finale debate packs a punch. As we wrap up, the hosts delve into whether a misleading movie trailer can really lead to a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, drawing parallels to a surprising case involving Lady Godiva chocolates. The discussion gets as heated as a drama series finale. It's a blend of skepticism, legal jargon, and a hint of absurdity, perfectly setting the stage for more jaw-dropping discussions in our next episodes. So stay tuned, because the saga of Justice and Japes is far from over.
Brian, here's what I don't understand. Terry said, $3.99 movie rental turns into a $5 million lawsuit. They're gonna win all that money? Come on.
I was on your side. I thought the same thing as Terry. They can't have standing. This doesn't make sense. There could not be cases like this. But then I researched this one case. Lady Godiva got sued for putting Belgium 1926 on their chocolates. And so when people bought them thinking the chocolate came from Belgium instead of Pennsylvania, they filed a lawsuit and got $15 million. If you filed earlier this year, you could have gotten up to $25 in that class action suit from that $15 million that Godiva had to spend because they put Belgium 1926 on it. So as crazy as this case may seem, they may actually win.
I could have won a lot of money in my lonely Valentine's Day eating boxes of chocolates. Thanks for telling me this now, Brian.
You're never
maybe
lonely on
I'll go
Valentine's
sue over
Day.
movie trailers, you know, because I've been misled before, I'll tell you that much. Terry, Brian, thank you so much. Everyone out there, thank you so much for joining us here on Law and Crime Daily.